Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Krempton News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Mark Hanrahan. As North Idaho struggles with a surge of COVID patients and hospitalizations, Kootenai Health today started giving the first doses of monoclonal antibody treatment to sick patients.
So yesterday, Governor Little announced 3 antibody treatment facilities, including at Kootenai Health. The goal, to keep even more patients out of the already overwhelmed hospitals.
So how do these treatments work and who are they for? Well, today I interviewed Kelly Griffith to get some answers. She is the executive director of the Regional Pharmacy Services at Kootenai Health, and she explains the monoclonal antibodies are synthetic antibodies that support what your body would normally make when you're exposed to any kind of virus. The treatments are given via injection and are generally for patients who are COVID positive with mild to moderate symptoms with a risk factor for developing a serious disease. Griffith explains their effectiveness.
In people that are sick, that are already sick but have mild disease with risk factors, showed a 70% reduction in progression into hospitalization or death. And then in people who have had a significant exposure but aren't yet sick, it showed a 80% reduction in progression to disease, both studies within 30 days.
Griffith says the treatments are free for the time being. They have enough supply to administer about 100 treatments per week. The treatment center at North Idaho is located on the Kootenai Health campus at the Main Health Resource Center building, she said. Now, Griffith also wanted to be clear the vaccine is still by far the best way to avoid becoming seriously ill from COVID and to maintain immunity. She says while the antibody treatments are effective, immunity from those treatments only lasts about a month, she said. Well, some disturbing news now from the Panhandle Health District.
Yeah, the daily COVID case numbers that they're reporting are probably significantly smaller than the real number of positive tests. Our Casey Decker joins us live now in the newsroom to explain why. Casey.
Well, Tom, Mark, like so many other organizations, the Panhandle Health District is suffering from a staffing shortage, and with the Delta variant causing a record-breaking surge of the coronavirus, there's now a huge backlog. Normally, when positive tests get reported to the health district, staffers will then reach out to the patients, they'll give them advice on how to properly quarantine, and they'll collect more information. Sometimes they'll initiate contact tracing, but that's become more infrequent as community spread has skyrocketed. Then they put the information they've collected into the data system. That system is in turn used to report daily new case numbers. But right now, there just aren't enough employees to keep up with all the new positive tests, make the calls, and enter the data. Some days, the backlog nears 1,000 positive tests, and Panhandle Health says that for weeks now, many of the new daily case numbers could be less than half of the actual numbers. One exacerbating factor in all this was the demobilization of the National Guard. I'm told that when that happened, the caseload was actually relatively low and it didn't cause too much stress on the system at the time, but now that's a significant source of labor lost, leaving us in a frightening place of looking at bad numbers and knowing that in actuality, they're probably even worse. Mark, Tom?
Mm-hmm. Well, taking a look now at today's latest coronavirus numbers in Spokane, and the number of new reported cases today is 404. Right now, there are 210 coronavirus patients hospitalized in Spokane as of now. About 58% of the eligible Spokane County population has initiated vaccinations. About 52% now of people living in Spokane County are fully vaccinated.
Durham School Services has been fined by the Department of Labor and Industries for violating safety codes. The outbreak among Durham bus drivers and other employees was at its height in February of 2021. One bus attendant died, dozens others contracted COVID-19. After months of investigating, the Washington Department of Labor and Industry says Durham School Services did not provide a workplace free from recognized hazards that are causing or are likely to cause serious injury or death. Durham is now facing a $7,000 fine from the state following a COVID-19 outbreak among workers. The Spokane Regional Health District says a COVID outbreak killed 1, infected more than 30, and quarantined more than 60 bus employees in less than 1 month. Our Morgan Trout has been the leading reporter in the market on everything involving this outbreak. She'll be live in the newsroom with an update on what the Department of Labor and Industries concluded, coming up on KREM 2 News at 6 tonight.
Well, the Panhandle Health District is issuing a health advisory for the Priest Lake Outlet and Chuck Slough. This is due to the presence of blue-green algae. The advisory applies to the Priest Lake Outlet from Outlet Bay Road to the dam and Chuck Slough west of Sandpoint. Now you can see both of those areas circled in red right there on your screen. People are asked to be careful in or near the water.
That's just the latest outbreak of blue-green algae right
Boy,
there.
it seems like it's all over the place.
Well, let's talk weather, Tom, because we made it to the weekend. It was kind of touch and go. We didn't know if we were going to get to this point.
Well, at Wednesday, you and I both looked at each other and said, I don't know if we have it in us.
Right, but here we are. We have made it.
Look at us.
We were expecting a bit of rain today. Did we see that? I think overnight we did, right?
Well, a little bit here in Spokane, but most of it was to the east of us and to the north of us. We've even got a little bit of shower activity right now in northern Spokane County. You see the cloud cover out there. Happy to tell you, though, that the air quality is good. We talked about that last night when it was in the moderate range. I told you that today would most likely have good air quality. I'm glad that that verified. Wind is out of the southwest at 17 miles an hour. We're at 73 degrees, and again, a few showers in the area. Should be beautiful for the weekend, though. Sunny and 79 on Saturday, 83 looking for sunshine, and again, a really beautiful day. I'll have a look at your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Well, Restaurant Week is coming to a close, so we spoke with Visit Spokane to see if our community has been showing up and also giving you some tips on how you can get in on the action before it's over.
Because those that are working crazy hours. Those that aren't working there's a reason they're not working.
Plus, a local nonprofit wants to help with the worker shortage. They say one of the causes is due to the way that they have been treated while working hospitality jobs. More on that coming up after the break.